It's been 4 years of pain, 4 years of noise, 4 years listening to Michigan brag like they invented football. But Saturday's the reckoning. Ohio versus that team up north. Ryan Day, this is your moment. Let's go. Hey. We hate Michigan, say it loud, say it proud. They've been cheating all along, now we're taking back the crown. We hate Michigan, tell the Wolverines beware. This is Redemption Saturday, Buckeyes everywhere. We hate Michigan, say it loud, say it proud. They've been cheating all along, now we're taking back the crown. We hate Michigan, tell the Wolverines beware. This is Redemption Saturday, Buckeyes everywhere. Welcome to Michigan, the land of gray and lies, where the lakes are nice, but the football alibis are bigger than the big house, louder than the crowd, acting like they're royalty, delusional and proud. Call them Walmart Wolverines, rocking cheap maize tees, living in denial like it's some kind of disease. Talking about tradition, bro, you barely got a history that wasn't wiped away by scandal, shame, and mystery. Sharon Moore at the helm like he's leading some revival, but all he really does is cry on TV for survival. Bet on us, he says, bet on what? Your wins got more red flags than an officiating cut. You brag about grit, toughness, and fight, but remove the stolen signals and you barely get it right. 4 wins in a row, yeah, we heard it, you're tough, but you need a cheat codes just to keep up. We hate Michigan, say it loud, say it proud. They've been cheating all along, now we're taking back the crown. We hate Michigan, tell the Wolverines beware. This is Redemption Saturday, Buckeyes everywhere. Oh, here we go, let's talk scandal time. The greatest heist ever pulled on the sideline. Kinda stallions playing Waldo in disguise, sneaking around the country with binocular eyes. Bought tickets everywhere, like Oprah with wealth. You get a signal, yo, I stole that myself. Victory by theft, man, what a legacy. I guess champions are built on espionage and jealousy. And y'all fans said we didn't need it, no way. But funny how the titles disappeared after they took it away. You got rings that sparkle, banners that shine, but when they strip those, just know that karma's divine. Ryan Day caught the heat like he's the bad guy. Nah, he just wants justice, and justice don't lie. This year, no excuses, no headphones tap. It's just Buckeyes in your face, helmet to cap. We hate Michigan, say it loud, say it proud. They've been cheating all along, now we're taking back the crown. We hate Michigan, tell the Wolverines beware. This is Redemption Saturday, Buckeyes everywhere. Now let's switch gears. Ryan Day, this is your fight, the biggest moment of your coaching life. 4 years burning, pressure in your eyes. Every headline saying he can't beat those guys. Critics in the rafters, fans losing their mind. But Saturday offers what you waited to find. You built a squad stronger than Ann Arbor denial, hungry like a rivalry that's been boiling a while. Julie saying with the swag, backfield with the burst, defense with a hit stick, sending Michigan to church. Days ready now, blade sharp and locked in. This ain't just a game, it's a cleansing of sin. Beat Sharon Moore in his blue and yellow pack, put them back in their place, send the Wolverines back. We hate Michigan, say it loud, say it proud. They've been cheating all along, now we're taking back the crown. Hey Michigan, tell the Wolverines beware. This is Redemption Saturday, Buckeyes everywhere. 4 years of torment, 4 years of shame, but now the Buckeyes reclaim the game. 4 years of cheaters cashing their luck, but Saturday's coming and we've had enough. We hate Michigan, say it loud, say it proud. No more cheating, no more lies, we're taking back the crown. We hate Michigan, tell the Wolverines beware. This is Redemption Saturday, Buckeyes everywhere. No cheating this year, no binocular brigade, no fake tears from more about games God made. Just helmets colliding, tradition intact. A team that earned wins versus a team that had. The shoe is rumbling, Buckeye Nation's alive. We waited far too long for this vibe to arrive. Maize in the crosshairs, scarlet in the air. The sound of Ohio, it's a Wolver scare. Your run game, stop. Your quarterback drop. Your whole fan base singing, man, when will the bleeding stop? Not today, not here. This is payback land, where legends rise up and the weak can't stand. 4 years of torment, 4 years of shame, but now the Buckeyes reclaim the game. 4 years of cheaters cashing their luck, but Saturday's coming and we've had enough. We hate Michigan, say it loud, say it proud. No more cheating, no more lies, we're taking back the crown. We hate Michigan, tell the Wolverines beware. This is Redemption Saturday, Buckeyes everywhere. Sharon Moore, tell Ann Arbor to brace itself. The Buckeyes are coming, and this time we're bringing truth with us.
Well, looky what we found. That's a big W for the Buckeyes and a big old L. Big old welcome to the We've Got Receipts celebration edition of the OHIO podcast. Welcome in. Gather around. Get a seat. Get comfortable. We're going to have fun tonight. And you know who we probably will not see tonight, Chris? Not one single Wolverine.
No loserines in the house?
They won't show up. They won't be. I will give credit. I tell you what, I will give an honorary welcome to the family credit if one of them shows up and congratulates us on the win. But they won't be here.
So they don't have the guts that DK would have to come on after
No.
Purdue gets spanked.
No.
They don't have the guts that,
In fact,
that the Penn State guy has to come on after we beat Penn State. No.
No. In fact, I've heard from one person. I'll give you one guess who it is.
Jerry.
Bingo. Bingo. Jerry's the only one who said, congratulations, good win. He's the only one.
It was a great win. Things feel like, you know what this is, Eric? You remember the old school WWF when Shawn Michaels left because he lost his smile? Let me tell you, Ryan Day gave me my smile back. Grumpy Cat, I don't know if Grumpy Cat is anymore. Ryan Day gave me my smile back.
You believe in Ryan Day, do you?
Eric, I have always believed in Ryan Day. I have never doubted Ryan Day for one moment. I knew he was the guy.
Sure you did. Sure you did, Chris. Hey, what did I tell you after the playoffs last year? We've got the ball on the goal line. All we have to do as fans is tushy, pushy. That's all we got to do. Guess what we did as a fan base this year?
We saw a lot of tushy pushy today.
Yeah, we did. We got behind Ryan Day this season, and that man came out there, played his game, had confidence the entire time, and things are right with the world, dude.
You know, Eric, I think about when we sat down there. We were at Baker's Pizza, surrounded by a ton of great fans, by the way. Met a lot of great people down there today. Not just people who were already part of this fan base, but just people who were just new to us, just amazing people. But when I looked over at you and I saw Ryan Day smiling before the game, I said, he's loose. They're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
The stress wasn't there.
Yeah. 51 of you watching on YouTube right now, thank you so much for joining in. Smash that like button if you don't mind. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. We're only 57 subscribers away from 5,000. We would love to hit that number here this week as we go into a Big Ten championship game week. But that's not what we're going to talk about. There's plenty of time to talk about Indiana and the Big Ten championship game. Tonight is all about celebrating this win. We're bringing receipts. A lot of you don't know this. I don't talk about it. I don't mention it a whole bunch. I receive a lot of hate from that fan base.
No.
A lot of it. I typically don't go back and forth with them because you can't argue with stupid. You just can't. You can't sit down and have a good debate like Jerry and I could and have a great conversation and even have maybe even come to some kind of conclusion on some factors. You can't do that with most of their fan base because I have realized, Chris, that when it comes to losering fans, there's only two of them out there. There are the trust fund kids who were rich enough to go there.
We call them the Portnoys.
Those are the Dave Portnoys. The arrogant, I'm better than you because of my education or because of mommy and daddy's money, right? That's the one side. And then there are the other ones in their fan base who wish they could go there, but they never could because they're too stupid. They're trailer trash. They're white trash people for the most part, or in the ghettos somewhere.
The Walmart Wolverines.
They are the Walmart Wolverines. Those are the two people in their fan base. There's nothing in between with them, man. Nothing. It's one of those two things in their fan base for 99.999%. The 0.001% like Jerry are so far and few between for that fan base. And so I've brought receipts tonight because since since 2021, because in 2019 we beat them. That's when we started the podcast in March of 2019. 2020 they skated us. And then in 2021, the unthinkable happened. At the time we had no idea what was going on behind the scenes.
Captain Clipboard to the rescue.
And since that moment, they have been relentless on this podcast with me.
Yes.
I never reply to them. I typically ignore them. Every now and then I'll go back and forth if I'm feeling a little spunky, but normally I ignore them, delete their comment, and move on. But I've been keeping some of them.
I'm so calm, Eric, and I never hold a grudge against anybody.
So tonight, we present to you, for our celebration, the Michigan Receipt Show, where we're going to show some of the dumbest Michigan fans there are. We're going to make fun of them tonight. And I tell you what, we actually showed class like I said we would. We wouldn't plant the flag, but we didn't have to, because you know what we did, Chris? We planted it up their backsides, baby. That's right. Bend over, loserines. There it is.
The best part of the game was watching all those idiots who were out there planting a flag last year huddle around their precious Block M to protect it.
Oh, we'll get to that. Real fast, though, one of our newest members over on our Patreon channel, Farrah, welcome tonight. Good to have you with us tonight. If you're not a member of Patreon, you are missing out. Links below, Patreon. You can get in right now for only $1, $5 a month. That's all it costs, $5 a month. And you get insider information, recruiting information, extra content, message boards, blogs, you name it. It's over there. Awesome place to hang out and be with a lot of the people you see in the chat. If you're not a member of our Patreon page, do it. We're building the best Ohio State community there is on the internet. Hands down.
Eric, I don't want to pat ourselves on the back, but man, our insiders are so good. Who was it that said at the beginning of the week, before anybody else was talking about it, that both Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith would be playing this week?
Well, that was one Buck Vader, and he said it. Not only did he tell us, he said there will be someone on the sideline today. Give him a signal.
Yep.
To let him know if we were all good. He sent me a text 15 minutes before kickoff that says, signal received. They're both playing. There you go. Pretty good insider. One of the best. And if we get 200 paying customers soon, he said he will reveal his sources in an email to you. How about that?
He can't do that. He can't do it, Eric.
That's what he said.
He's a man of his word, though.
He is a man of his word. All right, here we go. This is going to be a lot of fun tonight, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. 74 on the YouTube right now. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Please consider being a Patreon supporter for us as well. Number one, here we go. This is how this is going to roll tonight. So you'll see these, we'll pop some of these up. This is from Underwood Unleashed. Some of you have heard of him before. He said, Ohio State has never had a winning record against Michigan in football. Michigan also has more wins, after he just said winning record, Big Ten championships, national championships, over 120 years of dominance, and we plan to keep that going Saturday. The time is now. Go Blue. Well, I would like to remind you of this little stat, my friend. Ohio State in the last 10 games is 6-4, in the last 20, 15-5, in the last 50, 26, 23-1, in the last 100, 50, 46-4. We have the most recent win, the most recent national championship. All of that belongs to Ohio State. So you can claim the overall when we apparently were playing rugby, not football, if you would like. But facts are facts. You ain't us, my man. And oh yeah, by the way, this one I made tonight for all of you. This is just a little fun. You know how Michigan was counting the days. 2,191 days since Ohio State last beat Michigan. You all remember this, right? They were all talking about that. Well, here's the dates that they got that from. November 30th, 2019 to November 29th, 2025 today. That's how you got that number. I'd like to remind them the last time they beat us on November 26, 2011, and they didn't beat us again until November 27th, 2021. That's 3,654 days. I know math is hard for some of you Walmart Wolverines. I get it. But last time I checked, 3,654 was a lot greater than 2,191. And there's Dave Portnoy down there today, who left his show, by the way. Dave Portnoy left his show early like a weasel. Little crybaby weasel. Guy, I had to snap this picture of him. The face of a Michigan man makes when everything they celebrate is never as good as what Ohio State did, does, and will do. Oh, that feels so good.
And Eric, this is the part that all the Michigan fans forget. There is 11 wins separating these two teams. It took Ohio State 22 years to get the first win.
Yeah.
Since they got their first win, Ohio State actually has a winning record versus Michigan.
Oh, I know.
These people are stupid. They're idiots.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you, KC. Aloha. Don't forget, we have the most Heisman winners. We do, man. That we do. Absolutely. JK Runner 247 just became a member. Welcome. Appreciate you. We have, how in the world did this happen?
Yeah, I know, right? I saw that.
What? How is Bobby, your wife, not a member till now?
I don't know.
Bobby, what the heck, girl?
She probably just didn't find us that entertaining.
This is true. She is an intelligent human being. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's have a little more fun, shall we? This one was sent to me personally this week. In my inbox, personally sent to me. I made a few altercations today and sent it back to him. Check this one out. This is our state. I planted the flag in the Wolverine eye and said, not anymore. Oh,
such
so good.
Simplicity in the response, but just so poetic.
So good. All right, Chris, let's I've got more, but I'm going to give you a chance to do some talking of your own here. Let's go with the first one you had. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, my favorite Michigan moron.
Melissa Grant.
Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Anybody who follows any of the many college football sites on Facebook probably knows our friend from the north, Melissa Grant, who I actually believe I found out is an Ohioan of all things. However, Melissa. This post, slowly sports media realize Ohio soft is a paper tiger. Weakest schedule anyone has ever
tried to claim.
Yeah, there we go. My vision is not that great. I am old. Guys, you've got the post in front of you, so I'm not going to go through reading the whole thing.
I'll read it. You want me to read it to you?
Please do, because I can't see for squat right now, Eric.
Yep, you can pull yours up if you want to pull them up on your end so you have them on the other screen. I'll read it for this one for you. Slowly sports media realize Ohio soft is a paper tiger. Weakest schedule anyone has ever tried to claim the top spot with. Players haven't been tested. QB afraid of the cold. Really? Michigan is the toughest team they'll face, and OSU has forgotten how to play smash mouth football in the trenches. They have no running game. Ohio soft is the same team of entitled prima donnas as last year. Michigan has improved, and we get you in our house. Another Buckeye beatdown is coming on November 29th. That's the day the real hammer drops. Yeah, man.
Oh, Melissa, I'm begging you. Just log off for a minute, take a lap. Think before you post next time. Because I swear every time your finger touches a key, you prove to yourself to be stupider than you were the time before. Calling Ohio State Ohio soft aged like a gallon of milk left on the sidewalk in the middle of July. The Buckeyes walked into Ann Arbor, punched the Wolverines square in the mouth, walked out with a 27-9 road win in 29-degree weather, by the way. This whole paper tiger narrative, it didn't just crumble, it blew up in your face. A 3-score win. Paper tiger my backside. On the road. Against a ranked rival. In the cold. Oh, and that quarterback who's afraid of the weather. All he did was go out and throw for 230 plus yards and 3 touchdowns while Michigan never even sniffed the end zone. Not once. If that's soft, I don't know what sports you're watching. I really don't. Because to say that Ohio State forgot how to play smash mouth football, I'm sorry. How many rushing yards did they have again, Eric? About 63, I believe.
Not good.
It was something to that effect here. Yeah, they had a total of they had 100 rushing yards. They had 100. It was 63 passing yards.
They had
100. We've
100.
never seen a freshman.
They had
like that
100
before.
rushing yards in like what? The first.
No, they had 108 in the first half, and they finished the game with 100 because they lost 8 yards in the second half. Where's the toughness now? Where's that toughness word you like to toss around while you're losing 8 yards in the second half? Why you can't block for the quarterback who is the best we've ever seen? No freshman have you ever seen like this, Eric. You're right. I've never seen a freshman throw for less than 50% and 63 yards and still have his job at the end of the game. I've never seen that. 0 points in the second half. 0 touchdowns. 0 excuses is what you got. You got your butts handed to you, and you want to call us soft. This aged real well.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you ready to go to the next one for you? Bobby Bracker, the college football universe. All right, you have it pulled up.
Take these off here real quick.
You want to read this one?
I'll go ahead and read this one. So, and I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to take that down because I can't see underneath it. But Buckeyes tuning up for another loss in Ann Arbor. Saying about to get knocked on his backside in Ann Arbor. Ohio soft has not looked good today, nor has saying the 5th loss is coming.
He made that at 2:35 p.m.
Yes.
Was
last week. That was last week.
On November 22nd. Okay,
so
there we go. I see it.
I just want Bobby to think about this. I got to check in with you, my dude, because you're another guy that likes to open his mouth without thinking. Because this post of yours, again, I know that aged horribly. I'm talking like week-old gas station sushi horribly. That's how bad this aged, man. Ohio soft, 5th loss. Come on, brother. I don't know what you witnessed today. Eric, I know what you and I witnessed. I don't know what this guy witnessed. The only thing that came was Michigan's offense to a grinding stop anytime the defense got out there for us. They turned Ann Arbor into the shoe north today. That's what happened. And let's officially put this whole tuning up for another loss to bed, because Ohio State dominated every aspect of this game. And Bart's probably going to freak out that I'm saying that, because Bart did not like the play in the trenches early on.
No, not early on, but
and on those first 2 drives, he was right.
Mm-hmm.
But after those first 2 drives, Ohio State owned the line of scrimmage on both sides. The second half, the defense absolutely suffocated these losers. The door got slammed shut. 2 prime opportunities for Michigan in the first half. This could have easily started out a 14-0 game, Eric, in favor of the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
But that defense stepped up and slammed the door shut. So, Bobby...
It's like I told everybody all week. Matt Patricia's the X factor in this game.
Absolutely.
And he 100% was. We got a $4.99 super chat from our boy DK. He said, go beat Indiana. Also, I purchased a Blocko hat today.
Nice.
Attaboy.
We're proud of you, buddy.
Well, that is our resident honorary Buckeye fan from Purdue country, Dylan Kuhn, DK. Larry Daniels with a $4.99 super chat. What did everyone think about the love fest Fox put on for the Cheaterines in the pregame show? I got to be honest. We didn't watch it.
We were too busy.
We were partying at Baker's Pizza, meeting a bunch of new friends of the podcast. I actually met neighbors of mine here in Delaware.
Yeah. They live like down the street from you, basically, don't they?
At Baker's Pizza in Bucyrus, Ohio. They're like, we're from Delaware. I'm like, so are we. So that was wild. I'll be honest. It's one of the reasons why we do what we do here with our own pregame show at 10 a.m. on YouTube. It's why we do our own Patreon where we actually call the games ourselves and we don't have to listen to the announcers, because it's gross sometimes what we have to put up with as Ohio State fans. I'm just saying. Okay.
Just saying.
Just saying.
That's going to be our catchphrase for the next year still. So.
Man, I can't. Okay, there we go. All right, here's the next one. This one's for me here. This is from Paul. Paul posted this on College Football Frenzy in a response to one of our things over there, and he threw this thing up. The next 3 years, Go Blue will see a Natty, a Heisman, and a first overall pick. And Chris...
Wait, is he talking about 8 of 18 for 63 yards and an interception?
You've never seen a freshman like this before.
Damn right. Like I said, you've never seen one like that still had his job at the end of the game.
Yeah. $16 million. What did that buy you?
Big old pile of dookie.
Serious question. What did your $16 million investment buy you? Nothing.
You hear that? That's the answer right there.
Crickets. That's what we've got. Okay, here we go. Back to you, Chris. I'm saving my best for last, by the way.
Okay.
Is this the? Let's see. Yeah, this is from. Man, I can't even see that.
Is this the one from J.R. Thornton?
272, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't read it. You're going to have to read it, bub.
Okay.
Do you have it pulled up?
I can get it pulled up here really quick. Give me 1 second.
You do that. And while you do that, I'm going to give a shout out to everybody again. 100 people on YouTube, 10 people on Facebook. Chris, we hit double digits on Facebook right now.
Woohoo!
Facebook is always like, yeah, I don't know. Good to have you around. 13 on Facebook. God bless you Facebookers out there. 101 on YouTube. Make sure you're smashing that like button. 32 over on X. We highly recommend you come over to YouTube. It's where it's at. But obviously, while Chris is pulling that up, again, we want to stress to all of you, Patreon is where it's at, man. Go join us over on Patreon. There is a free. You can join for free, a $5 and a $20. The $5 gets you everything pretty much the $20 does, except for the hat. And it gets you the free one gets you one message board. So you want to join the $5 one if possible. It's where our insiders are at, aka Buck Vader and Mika.
I would love to do this one, Eric, but it's cut off on me. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this was the post, and you're going to love this post, guys. I'm going to read this word for word because,
my goodness.
My goodness.
Typical Michigan bad grammar.
Get this bum off the podcast. And this is in response to one of your shows, Eric.
Oh, excellent.
Get this bum off the podcast. Sharon Moore has beaten Ryan Day 2 years back to back. Y'all can't stop being biased about the better coach. Day is a good coach to coach with a blowout lead. Can you say run-on sentence?
A little bit.
Moore has proven he can outcoach a guy, specifically Day. But what y'all don't add to Ohio outcoaching anyone is because of the recruiting and talent gap. But with Michigan, we dig deep and play on the field, spelled F-E-I-L-D. And for the record, if it's 30 degrees or lower, don't expect the quarterbacks to have a game over 200 yards.
What was Julian saying again today?
That'd be 233 yards.
Oh, okay.
And 3 touchdowns. Go Blue, stop hating, and admit Michigan knows how to win against the Buckeyes. Specifically, the reason we built our identity. No punctuation, none. So, my dude, JR, man. I have to laugh at this post. I have to. First, my man, would you please, before you post again, please, for the love of God, educate yourself on how to properly spell, punctuate and structure a sentence. This is kicking my educator mind. I just like on the ground getting punt kicked in the head. But also, if Sharon Moore owns Ryan Day, then today must have been the world's strangest transfer of title. Because in 30-degree weather, which you said we couldn't handle, in your house, which you said we couldn't handle, with every excuse Michigan fans cling to, sitting right there on a silver platter, every excuse we were going to use, Ohio State walked into the big house and stuck our foot straight down Michigan's throat. It wasn't even close. You guys had 3 field goals at home. You couldn't get double digits, which I predicted, by the way, Eric. But you guys could not even get to double digits. Again, no touchdowns, no second half points. That's not domination. That's desperation is what Michigan was feeling. Meanwhile, the allegedly soft Buckeyes uncorked explosive touchdown plays and pulled away while 110,000 people cried themselves to sleep. Actually, that's not true because, as you pointed out, Eric, that must have been 40% Buckeyes in those stands.
Yeah,
all that red was a phenomenal, great turnout Buckeye Nation. But you want to talk about identity? Because you all love crowing about how you're tough, about your weather advantage, and how the Buckeyes can't play in it. Well, I'll tell you what. I wanted them to go out and take a crap on that block M, but the team surrounded it. So instead, this team just took a crap on your identity is what they did. We went out there, beat your butts in the cold weather, in your home. Guys, everything you said we couldn't do, we did. Do you know what this validates to me, Eric?
What's that?
Exactly what I thought. This Buckeye team beat themselves last year. And the 3 years previous, there's only one reason they got to win. That's right. Mr. Spectacles himself, Connor Stallion. That's it.
Has anybody checked on him today?
What they thought we were, or what we thought we were.
I haven't checked on Connor today. Has anybody checked on him today? Has he had anything to say, or is he all of a sudden checked out of Twitter today?
He's probably checked off of Twitter and into rehab.
Let's see what he has to say.
What does Nico have to say, Eric?
Guess what? Connor Stallions
has nothing to say.
Nothing today. Nothing. After posting stats yesterday about Ohio State and Michigan, blah 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 blah. Nothing today.
Oh, by the way,
Imagine that.
I don't know if you caught this. We did miss a little wager between Portnoy and Urban today.
Okay.
Portnoy now has to donate money to Ohio State's NIL because
what?
Ohio State won.
Urban, you genius, you.
That was a beautiful thing.
Oh.
Even from the booth, Urban's looking out for us.
Oh my gosh, I love this one. I see the wild man trolling Stallions with the sunglasses. Are those smart glasses? I'm recording you. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I did not know that. All right, here you go, buddy. This is the one you sent me with. Got the Portnoy and Ryan Day.
Oh.
Here we go. Chris is probably going to blow a gasket, guys. Here we go.
So, according to Dave Portnoy, today was the easiest game on their schedule. Like when the Patriots played the Jets. Dave Portnoy, why don't you sit down and have you just take some notes? Because I'm only going to say it once. You called Ohio State the easiest game on the schedule. The number one team in the nation, the defending national champions, were the easiest team on your schedule. Likening us to the Jets versus the Patriots. Well, congratulations, genius. You got schooled by reality. You got a reality check, and thanks to Urban, you're going to be giving us a real check. You know, your vaunted offense is completely suffocated. The Ohio State defense left your team looking like a Pee-wee squad trying to play in the NFL. That's how bad the numbers were today, Eric. You know, it's like this, Portnoy. Your high-powered offense put up 163 total yards. 100 on the ground after losing 8 yards from their first half total and 63 yards passing. Did our defense even break a sweat? I mean, hell, I don't even think they played most of the third quarter.
There's that 12-minute drive where they're all sitting over there drinking cocoa.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, come on. We had explosive plays, clock domination. Our quarterback's hitting for 3 touchdown passes. It didn't matter. And how about that gutsy fourth and 5? Just absolute strike.
You gotta read this.
That's right. That's right. This was the easiest game on your schedule, so let me flip this on you, pizza boy. If that was the easiest game on your schedule, what does that say about your soft-ass program? What does it say? That the easiest team on your schedule was throwing your line around like a rag doll? What does that say about your program that you were getting out-coached? You know, next time you feel like throwing out a comparison, remember this. We don't care about narratives. Because that's all this Michigan team is based on is narratives. We don't care about narratives. We don't care about hype. We don't care about your Twitter feed. We don't care about pizza videos. Ohio State shows up to do one thing and one thing only. That is dominate, and that's exactly what they did on the scoreboard today, Eric. So I'm going to take that to the bank while Urban and the NIL Collective is out there cashing Portnoy's check. That's all I got for that day. I'm trying to keep it
family friendly. Oh, all right. Before I reveal my top one, my favorite one.
Now, see, I did this backwards because Melissa was definitely my favorite one. Portnoy was close second.
I just want to remind everyone, make sure you hit that like button again. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We want to thank MyBookie, our sponsor for this program this evening, MyBookie. Head over to MyBookie, and you can get a $100 bet back, $500 bet back bonus with MyBookie with using the promo code OHIO, OHIO. That's it. If you're going to make a bet tomorrow or on some college football games or the big game in Indianapolis next week between the Hoosiers and the Buckeyes, do it at MyBookie. Put in promo code OHIO. Help us out. Help them out. We appreciate that. All right, Chris.
Yeah.
This is a back and forth I had with an individual who I was hoping desperately would be here tonight. But alas, I knew he wouldn't be. This is a conversation.
Was it one of our regulars?
No.
Okay.
No. This is from an individual named Heron78.
Right? I've actually encountered this individual.
Yes. He frequents our he doesn't come to the lives.
He goes and rewatches them afterwards and then likes to post.
Yes, which I think means he might be a Michigan podcaster, possibly. Maybe. I don't know if he is or isn't, but
or maybe he's just a moron.
A lot of them like to watch. Heron78. Here we go. This is in reply to a video we had a while ago, and I've been saving this one for a while. Here we go. He said 1,994 days. Death, taxes, OSU can't beat Michigan. I said, in reply, Heron out here acting like there was no history before COVID. You might want to introduce yourself to Jim Tressel and Urban Meyer. Oh, he didn't like that, so he had to reply. We can't go all time. We can go all time and most recently. So I said, You can count those games before face masks were invented and before the color barrier was broke if you like. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Do you think it's done, Chris? Oh, it's not done.
No, that's just getting heated up.
Yeah. He said, oh, they count. I can't wait for late November in the big house. 5 times. Book it. We will see if you are man enough to stand in the paint after a loss or if you're just a little troll. And then I hashtagged him with receipts. Buddy, I am here to tell you right now, my man, if I see you in the comments again, I'm going to throw this back in your face so hard, dude. I'm telling you, I'm going to posterize you like you've never been posterized before, my man. You, dude, you need to stand in the paint. Where are you at? Where are you at, Heron78? Talking all kind of trash in the comment section of our videos, like we're not supposed to know who you are or something. Here we are, buddy. Here we are. For 4 years. I'm going on a tangent now. You ready?
Let's hit it.
2020. You weasels skated. Even the man from Michigan podcast, right? Admitted you guys knew you were going to lose that game so bad. You skated us. Had practice the next day.
And
After
full
you
team
said,
practice, Eric.
after you said you were too sick to come and play Ohio State in the shoe. And then what happens in 2021? Connor Stallions and Jim Harbaugh somehow magically find each other. And Jim Harbaugh says, I remember like it was yesterday. Jim Harbaugh told on himself at Big Ten Media Days.
I remember.
When he stood in front of everybody and was asked the question by my boy, Doug Lesmerises. And he looked back at Doug and he said, we're going to either beat them or we're going to die trying. What did he really mean by that? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's exactly what that meant. And he had the gall to get behind a stand like it was a pulpit after he leaves Michigan, after getting a 4-game suspension, leaves Michigan after they win the national championship in 2023, which everybody knows is a giant asterisk, my man. Goes to LA. Your boys, your coaches are getting in trouble left and right with the NCAA. And you stand there and you said, I have told my team, we don't cheat, we don't lie, and we don't steal. And I'm sitting here going, bro.
No, they do all three.
You've done all 3 things.
Simultaneously.
Are you kidding me? And what did their whole fan base do those 3 years, Chris? They stood back like a bunch of seals. Yeah, we beat you guys. You guys can't beat us. Like you guys actually did something. Like you actually won something big. But here's the truth. Your last 2 national championships, because I doubt there's very few people, Chris, who are alive today who remember what they won in the 40s. Their last 2, they had to share one with the true national champions in Nebraska. And this one has a giant asterisk next to it that you'll never be able to wipe out or wash away. Trust me, the history books will always mention what you guys did in cheating. I don't care if the NCAA didn't take it away for you and you paid them off. Everybody in the history will always know. And when it comes to this chapter of this rivalry, you cheated. And then last year, it happened. We lost. That's an L. We took that one, Chris.
Yeah.
I was the lowest I have ever been as a Ohio State fan. And for 365 days, I have waited for this moment. I have waited for this moment to get on this podcast and celebrate what we all know to be a fact. We are better than you. That is a fact. We were better than you last year. We let you beat us. But what did we do, Chris? We won a national championship. And you can sit there and say, it's a Mickey Mouse national championship. All you want. You know what the fact of the matter is, what the truth is? You say that, Michigan fans. You know why you say that? You're trying to convince yourself that you still matter, that you're still relevant. When the fact is, buddy, you're not even close to Ohio State. Those are the facts. Heron, my man, show up. Show up.
Eric,
or shut up. Those are your options.
Does this mean I can finally get you to get on my side behind this whole thing, that Michigan is no longer a blue blood?
Michigan is no longer a blue blood. If you have to cheat to win, you're not a blue blood. Forget about it.
All right. Love it. Love it. I started with my best. You finished with your best. I did have one more here, and then I've got a surprise for you, Eric, because I got to get your take on something that popped on Facebook.
All right.
No more than 3 minutes before we went on the air.
All right, here you go, buddy.
This one comes from your buddy Underwood Unleashed yet again, where he is making the comparison of Andrew Marsh's game on November 17th, where he had 12 catches for 189 yards, which was both are more than Jeremiah Smith has ever had in a game in his career. Will the real number 4 please stand up? First of all, your weak-ass Eminem reference aside, it's so funny that he picks a day where Michigan basically plays a high school team. This kid gets some numbers. It happened, and he wants to take and associate that to what Jeremiah Smith has done for the last nearly 2 years. Are you kidding me? Jeremiah Smith, not just the best receiver in the game, not just the best offensive player in the game, the best player in college football right now. And you want to compare Andrew Marsh to Jeremiah Smith. Well, I got to say this. Today's numbers were not gaudy for Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah had, what do we got here? We got, 3 catches, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Pretty modest numbers by Jeremiah Smith standards, wouldn't you say, Eric? You know how many yards or how many catches that our buddy Marsh had? That would be 0!
No, did he have one?
He did not have a single catch for a single yard. He did not have a carry. He had nothing. He was no part of this offense at all today. This was their great savior. The man who was just going to take them to the promised land. The man who was better than Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate combined. Yes, I read that on a Facebook post, by the way, Eric. If your point is that a gaudy stat line on a random Saturday defines who's real, today showed the opposite. Because this Marsh kid is anything but real. What actually matters is who produces on the big stage. Whose star shines the brightest? And it was not Andrew Marsh. Not even close. This was a game where Ohio State stars stood out. And the only standing that was done by any Michigan star was done by Jordan Marshall and Justice Haynes on the sideline. That's the only standing that was done. Because nobody stood out on the field for them. Dude, you need to get your head straight before you post something stupid again. That's all I'm going to say.
$5 holler from Christopher J. Rich, something. Are you guys drunk? Because I am at a Dave & Buster's in Cincinnati.
Party on, Wayne.
I think, yeah, party on, buddy. I don't know what's going on there. No, we are not. We are just happy. Happy.
Happy.
Hey, it's Ozbeck, our buddy Eric. Good to see you, man. I'm happier today than I have been in a long time. You and me both, brother. You and me both,
Okay,
man.
where is it? Where is my...
All right. So do you need to send this little?
Nope. I'm going to share the screen for you.
I will let you take over.
All right. This was posted today, Eric, and I want to get your thoughts on this. Well, you are sharing a screen. It says I'm sharing it, but I don't see it.
Do you need me to do it? Okay. Let me know if you need me to do it, because I see it up there.
I'm just going to transition this. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, first off, shout out to my best friend in the whole wide world, Carl Hugler, watching over there on Facebook. You tell them. I remember COVID 2020 when the scum canceled because they said they were sick. And like you said, the next day they practiced. They didn't want to lose. Today they protected their Block M like the sorry losers they always do. Go Bucks. Brother, I love you. I love the way you just went off on about those scum. That's it, brother. See you at church tomorrow, my man. I thought it was
hilarious.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and waving a flag in the end zone after a touchdown?
There isn't one. There was nothing disrespectful about this. I mean, Brutus goes out there and puts an X over the M in the snow.
Yeah, okay. But hey, Penn State Sports Talk. Man who stands in the paint. We are bowl eligible.
There you go.
Congrats.
You know what? I'm happy for you.
Congrats. You know what?
Way to save a season from the jaws of death, really.
Yeah, and then he backs it up with a little teaser. Hey man, we put up more points today than Ohio State did. Yes, you did.
It was Rutgers.
Against Rutgers. Way to go. Way to go,
They're
buddy.
one step up from the Little Sisters of the Poor, my brother.
Oh, where was it? Matthew Miller says Brutus is a legend for that. Whoever the guy or gal is who was legend or who was Brutus today who did that, we have to interview that person after they graduate.
Absolutely.
That was phenomenal.
Now, can you imagine that big old Brutus head on you trying to bend over and do the script Ohio?
I think he did it with his feet. He did it with his feet.
I'm thinking he had to, but even at that, trying to manipulate your body in that huge head has got to be just such a challenge because that script Ohio is really good.
Yeah, I'd be really good. And
That's
X
better than
is
most
straight.
recursive I see out of
the X is straight.
Yeah.
JC Preach, headline news, classy dude sighted in Ann Arbor. He was wearing scarlet and gray.
Absolutely.
100%, man. All right, so let's talk about the end of the game. There are, by the way, if you all haven't seen the video of Coach Locke right after the game, did you see this?
I have not.
Oh, baby. Coach Locke walking around the field. Guess who he calls out from the Michigan staff?
Alford?
Tony Alford. Tony. You know, and he goes, hey, it'll be all right. Locke is my man. Coach Locke is my man.
Know, we said when that hire was made, Eric, that this was going to be one of the greatest hires in Ohio State history. And I don't think we can argue with that.
My gosh. Yeah. He's straight G. Look it up. The smile on Coach Locke's face. This had to be something that was said about him, that Tony Alford said about him, as to why he said that today.
Yeah.
Coach Locke,
let me tell you.
He was looking for him after the game and called him out about something.
And you know what? He had every right to. After his squad went out and nearly doubled up the Michigan squad. Eric, that was the most amazing thing today. Last year, I think Ryan Day tried too hard to play Michigan football. Today, he went out there and he played his game and let it lead him into playing Michigan football and beating them at their own game. They used that short passing game to open up that run game. They used the pass to open up the run. And once they did that, the running game became increasingly more successful.
Yeah, I found it. Someone said they hadn't seen it. Let me try to share my screen so I can show you guys this video. Hopefully, it'll play the audio with it.
If you click the share audio, it should.
Yep.
Where it says share audio as well.
It's not muted, so it should. All right, let me transition this. We'll play it and we'll see if we can't get the. Can you all hear that? Can you hear that, Chris?
Yeah.
Listen.
You'll be alright. Alright, come here. Come.
Hey,
Play it one more time.
You'll be alright. Alright, come here. Come.
You'll be alright.
You'll be alright. Alright, come here.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh! I hope you all got to see that. Hey, Cody, you'll be all right.
You'll be alright.
The smile on his face.
You know what? This is the thing, and I know we're so enjoying this night. We should, but as these guys prepare for Indiana, I would not want to be Indiana or any team coming up in the college football playoff. This team is so confident and so loose right now following this win. They were that way coming into this, but getting this monkey off their back, this is going to be a team that plays so confident and so loose that they're going to be really hard to stop.
That was the monkey that was on their back still.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest about this. Even though a lot of seniors left and are in the NFL, this team hadn't won gold pants their entire careers. This team, despite winning a national championship, still had the game last year, the 13-10 loss hanging on their head. We said it, Chris. The one thing Ryan Day has not been able to do is beat Michigan with his own players, is the monkey on his back.
Yep.
We all know about 2021, 2022, 2023. Last year happened. We have to take that L, and we did. Just like they're going to have to take this one.
Yeah.
And 100%, dude, this was the last thing on Ryan Day's back. He's now 2-4 lifetime against Michigan in 7 years. But I'll be honest with you, I really think he's 2-1.
I agree. 100% I agree.
And so even though he, quote unquote, in the record books has a losing record against Michigan, I don't feel that way about him. As an Ohio State fan, I just don't feel that way. Just to be completely honest with you, I think he's 2-1. That's how I'm choosing to look at Ryan Day. And I told everybody, I made a video about it this week. Have faith in this man. There's something different about him. Chris, how many games in a row has he won?
Oh, wow. This is what?
It's 16.
16.
That's 16 wins in a row.
7 against ranked opponents.
7 of them are against ranked opponents. I don't know of an Ohio State coach. I could be wrong. I don't know of an Ohio State coach who's beat 7 ranked teams in a row. If someone could find that stat for me in the chat, someone who knows how to, I mean, I Google, you can try to AI Google it, but I don't know that even it would be accurate. You're going to have to really dig for that. Maybe Woody did it at one point. And listen, I know Ryan Day's got a lot of years ahead of him and a lot can happen. He is hypothetically let's see, it would be 3. So 4 wins away. He's 4 wins away from being 11, having won 11 straight games against ranked opponents and going back-to-back national championships, which would be the first time ever in school history. That's insane. That is insane. 100% Mean Green. Last year changed Ryan Day. We've all seen it. The players have talked about it. The media's talked about it. We've talked about it as fans. This man right now is on an absolute heater. Absolute heater.
He's the only coach to have ever done it, Eric.
According to AI?
Yes.
Okay. AI might be wrong, though. I'm just telling you. That's a stat that you're really going to have to dig into. That's crazy.
They used 11 Warriors as their source.
Okay.
So that makes me think it probably has some legitimacy if that's who they took as their source.
And I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse here. But he's 4 games away from doing something I don't know no coach ever in college football has done. 11 in a row against ranked opponents. Paul Bear Bryant, maybe?
Maybe.
Who's the guy from Notre Dame?
Newt Rockne?
Newt Rockne, maybe? I mean, that is crazy. Yeah, exactly, Ravenclaw. Thank you. There's a reason why it's called artificial intelligence. It's not always right, 100%.
That's correct.
That's why I said someone's gonna have to do a real deep dive on that one, but that's incredible to think about. We have one of the 2 best coaches in all of college football, Kirby Smart and Ryan Day. I don't think that's debatable anymore at all. And if he goes on this 4-game, he wins 4 more in a row, Chris, that would be 20 wins in a row.
A second national title.
11 of which would against ranked opponents, 2 national championships in a row. It's not even a debate who the best coach in college football is. It's not even a debate.
And I think right now, Eric, I honestly feel that way right now. I think that Ryan Day, based on his winning percentage, he is the winningest coach in all of college football history right now, by percentage. I think between that and you look at this Georgia team, and I'm not going to discount them. They are going to play for the SEC title. They are going to go to the CFP. But, Eric, this is a team that we've seen for the last several years. Has had culture issues. We just saw another arrest last week from their program. This is a team with culture issues. I think when you take the culture into mind, when you take the success into mind, I think that a lot of Kirby Smart's clout is based on, forgive me, but it's based on Nick Saban. It's based on the SEC success in the past.
Oh, it's definitely ESPN driven. 100%.
I really believe that Ryan Day is the better of those 2 coaches.
If you mean to tell me if Ohio State has had as many rests in the last 2 years as Georgia has had, we wouldn't be headlining ESPN every freaking single night one of our players made a mistake? I guarantee they would be. I promise you they would be.
I'm telling you right now, if Campus Park tickets one of their cars, it'll be on ESPN.
So, anyways, I think that's wild. I think that's crazy. It's crazy talk. So let's talk about the end of the game. No, that won't happen, Todd. Trust me. Take it from me. It's not going to happen.
There are forces at play here that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not saying it won't eventually, but it's not going to happen right now.
For a few years.
No. Here, I'll just tell you why. RJ's going into his senior year of high school, and then he's going to go to college. And as Ohio State fans, I'm telling you right now, everybody, we need to hope he wants to be a Buckeye and come and play for his dad. Not saying he's going to be a starting quarterback. What I'm saying is he comes to Ohio State, he gets developed for 2 years, and then he transfers to wherever he wants to be a starting quarterback, or he becomes an amazing backup quarterback for us.
And if he does transfer at some point, then you might be looking at Ryan Day stepping away.
And if he wins a starting job, then it's because he won it the right way.
Correct.
But if he comes to Ohio State, that guarantees what, Chris? Ryan Day is going to be here for
He's
at
not
least
going
4 or
anywhere.
5 more years.
Yeah.
So keep your eye on that. Hey, Bart. Speaking of Bart, before we talk about the end of the game, we were with Bart today over there at Baker's. It was great to have Bart and his stepson, his mom with us. Right behind Chris is a poster. You know what? If you're watching on your cell phones right now, everybody, I don't know if you can do this. You probably can't do this. I was gonna have everybody take a picture of that barcode. Instead, I'll do this. That barcode is gonna take you to our merch store. Down below, there's a link to our merchandise store. We have brand new merch up. We've had new merch for a while, but TG, the Wolverine Slayer merch is up, and the Buckeye Ladies merch is up. It's the two things you all have been begging and asking for. So all of you people who are fans of the Buckeye Ladies and what TG does in making Wolverines cry. By the way, the Wolverine t-shirt, let me show you guys this t-shirt. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up right now. This thing is awesome.
Is it as awesome as the Wolverine t-shirt we had today, Eric?
No, that one got shredded.
Those guys had a lot of fun with that shirt.
Yes, they did.
We used it as a doormat, and then after that was done, oh my goodness. One guy went Hulk Hogan on it, another one took a knife and cut it. That was crazy. They were having fun.
Yes, they were. All right, here we go. This is, oh my, I gotta make that. Here we go. We'll put it on. We'll put it over top of Chris's face. This is TG's shirt. It says the Wolverine Slayer. This is the hoodie version, but I'm gonna zoom in here. See if I can't zoom in here so that you can read that bottom line. Here we go. Check this out. The Wolverine Slayer, still making them cry.
That is awesome.
That's cool. TG, we love you, girl. She's got a reputation, man. They don't like her a whole lot. They don't like the truth, do they, TG? Okay. So, one of the things that bothers me, it bothers me more than their fans. It bothers me more than Jim Harbaugh and his weird oddness and his willingness to cheat and then be a hypocrite about it. Bothers me more than Sharon Moore crying during interviews and on the sideline. And by the way, he had tears in his eye during the press conference after the game too. What bothers me is how those players from that team up north instigate stuff. It's a part of their game. It's what they do. They start stuff, and then when you retaliate, they're like, oh. And then we get flagged. It's happened for my entire life. It's almost like they train them to do that, it feels like. You guys go instigate stuff. You be a bunch of instigators, and then when they retaliate, they'll get the flag, right?
And they tried doing it today.
Oh, they always do.
They were trying to do it today. And Portnoy, in his infinite wisdom, gets on and he's like, oh, Ohio State players are headbutting these guys in the head and headbutting them in the groin and headbutting them here and there. And that's why our guys were so upset.
Yeah,
Bull.
okay. You had a player headbutt an official.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that? That was insane.
And he stayed in the game.
How he did not get ejected, I will never know.
I got to think the NCAA has to step in, or the league office has to step in and issue him a suspension for the next game.
That is insane. That is insane. Anyways, that bothers me really bad.
Bobby's comment, the Suckerines flop harder than LeBron James.
You all last year took your big old ugly flag, thought you were going to put it in the middle of our field, and we were just going to take that. No. We were not going to just take that. I commend Jack Sawyer, Sonny Styles, Davison Igbinosun, and all the other guys who ran in there and said, no, you might have won the game, but you are not going to plant that flag on our logo. And then to turn right around and do what they did today shows cowardness.
Oh, absolutely.
Cowardness. Now, I'm thankful Ryan Day, he was caught on camera by Fox saying, we are not going to do that. We are not going to be classless like that. He said that. Turned back around, told the players no. Turned back around, came back to Sharon Moore and said, get your team off the field. Ryan Day instructed Sharon Moore what to do.
And he did what his daddy told him.
Like a boss. Like a boss. And then players wanted to guard that M like it's, hey, if you're going to go plant a flag on ours and expect us not to do anything, don't turn right around and say you're not going to do it here. That shows weakness. That's soft. I commend Ryan Day. Now, he didn't do it in a way that was disrespectful, but he told Sharon Moore, get your players off the field.
Yeah. And that was that, that to me shows Ryan Day taking again that next step.
Yeah. Authority.
Yes.
I won. My team gets to celebrate.
And you know what? This is the thing. They didn't have to guard that M, Eric, because Ohio State had no intention of going
They
out
wanted us to do it.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
And Ohio State had no intention of it. They jumped up in the stands. They partied with the fans. They were having a good time with the people there to support them.
Mm-hmm.
I commend Ryan Day. I commend the players. But thinking back to today's game, Eric, what I would be remiss if I didn't say this. One thing that really stood out, and I felt as good for him as I did for any player on the team. How about Davison Igbinosun when he got that interception? Running downfield, ripping his helmet off.
I don't care if I get a penalty.
The elation, the joy, the fact that he knew he had just sealed the deal for this team.
And I'll be honest with you. The interception was actually worse for us because we actually lost yardage. If he would have just swapped it down, we actually would have had better yardage.
Yeah.
But you take it. You give that quarterback another INT. Absolutely. You take the 15-yard penalty when you rip your helmet off. I don't care.
No.
At that point, you celebrate, baby. That was, to me, the end of that game is exactly how you're supposed to win that game.
With class.
Exactly. Really, really appreciated that. And again, I saw a different Ryan Day in that handshake. Yeah, and then in the post-game press conference, the last question was asked of him. I don't know if any of you heard the post-game press. And I'm not sure who asked it. It might have been Ari Wasserman, which if he was there, that's interesting because he works for On3 now. He's not a beat writer anymore. It might have been Ari because he apologized before he asked the question, and then Ryan Day said, it's okay, go ahead and ask it. It's all right, Ari. I thought he said it's all right, Ari. Someone to let me know if it was Ari Wasserman who asked the last question during the post-game press conference. But he asked him about what this win meant to him after everything he went through after losing this game and everything he felt from Buckeye Nation. And here's what he said. This win means a lot to our fans. This game means a lot to them. And I wanted to do everything in my power to put our players in the right position for them to win this game and win this game for those people who it means everything for. What an answer.
What's funny is if you listen to Julian saying after the game, it was a very, very similar response. It was about, this game means so much to our fans, to my teammates. This game means so much to, the city of Columbus. Same response. For the longest time, I think that, myself included, Eric, but I think a lot of us have been overly critical of Ohio State guys who weren't from Ohio. Be it the coaches, be it some of the players, because they just didn't understand the rivalry. I
do now.
believe these guys understand the rivalry.
They do now. Sometimes good times make weak men. You ever heard that saying before?
Yeah.
And weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Hard times created a strong team in the playoffs and for this season. That is evident. That is absolutely evident that happened. So I wanted to touch on that. I thought that was really, really interesting. Also, does anybody else noticed Sharon Moore paints his beard on?
Yes. There's no way you get that sharp angle like that without it.
No, that sucker is painted on. I never want to hear one person ever say anything else from that team up north about Ryan Day dyes his beard. Your coach draws his beard on, bro.
Dude gets some cardboard, busts out the Rust-Oleum, and sprays it right on.
Holy smokes. That thing was like, my goodness, man. You drew that sucker on. Wait, does he actually paint his beard on? I never paid it. Go look at it today.
Look at that. Yeah.
That thing was absolutely painted on. Like, I'm sure he has a beard, but you do not get straight lines like that.
No.
I'm sorry.
Believe me, I've tried to straighten this mush out here.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. All right. Anything else, Chris, from this game we have not touched on that we probably should? Trying to think.
Anything we haven't touched on, Eric, we're going to touch on tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
We're going to touch on for the next few days, at least. I'm sure that all of us will touch on it in our own personal videos over on Patreon. Just, guys, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy what we're watching.
Sharon Sharpie Moore.
But seriously, enjoy what we're watching right now. Who knows how long we're going to have this? But as long as we have it, we need to enjoy it. And you know what? I just, we're witnessing something special, Eric. We really are. And maybe they go. I think they're going to win the national title again. But even if they don't, the culture that Ryan Day and these players have developed at Ohio State is something that's going to be on this campus for a long, long time.
Yeah. The culture at Ohio State is legit. It's legit. There's no doubt about that. I was trying to think if there was anything else. I feel like I was missing something else that I was going to touch on tonight, but this game was so therapeutic for me, man. It was so therapeutic for me. Hey, we got a $7.99 super chat all the way from Australia. Eric, great win today. Archie, that's his son's name. His son is named Archie. Wanted to wear his Parramatta. I can't pronounce that. Is it Parramatta or Parramatta Eels?
Parramatta.
It's the rugby team that Butcher they're fans of, the Australian rules rugby team. We don't wear Eels colors, so he chucked his Bucks jersey on. So the Paramount Eels are royal blue and yellow and like vibrant yellow. It's not the same as Michigan, but it's blue and yellow. And of course he's like, no, not today, son. You're gonna have to wear that scarlet and gray. That's awesome.
I remember Matty Butcher sent you a jersey, if I recall, Eric, and he's about trying to get you shot, I think, in Columbus, man.
Yeah. Speaking
those colors get you in trouble in Columbus.
Yeah. Speaking of jerseys and everything, again, check out our merch store tonight, guys. If you don't mind, and then if you're not a member of over on Patreon, please consider doing that. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. After the video's done, if you want to go put a comment in it, that'll help the algorithm spit it out to more people. I think more people need to watch this, including the dingbat from Michigan, who I called out. He definitely needs to watch this.
And so does Melissa Grant.
Yeah. Heron 78. Where are you at, bro? You need to watch this. I will have a video tomorrow. I'm going to scour the internet for message boards. And we're going to poke some more fun at the Maize and Blue fans tomorrow on a video. Tomorrow night. Yeah, Chris.
I just want to make it known that we can officially say now, because we know when the next day is going to be, basically. It's been 365 days since Michigan beat Ohio State.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I'll have that video out tomorrow for y'all. I'll probably record it right after church, and then I have a holiday gathering on my wife's side of the family, and then I'll be back for the live show. 8 o'clock tomorrow is our roundtable. It'll be just the home team, because we got a lot to talk about with this game. We're going to give a report card, a grade card for offense and defense. We're going to hand out Buckeye leaves. We're going to give our initial thoughts, and then we'll have some topics to discuss. And then we officially will turn the page, and we will look at Indiana, and we will look forward to the Big Ten championship game. And it all begins to focus in on that for this upcoming week. So we get to do all of this once again for another week. And you know what? Hoosier fans have been awful vocal this season.
They love me almost as much as Notre Dame fans do, Eric.
This might be an interesting week, because the Maize and Blue all of a sudden are going to be Hoosier fans this week. That's going to happen. So, but Purdue fans will have our backs. Dylan will have our back. It's going to be Ohio State, Purdue versus Indiana and Michigan in the comments a lot this week on social media. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a ton of fun. The Hoosier Huddle will be with us to probably preview this. Chris or myself or one of us will probably be on their show to preview the game with them over at the College Huddle. There's going to be a lot going on this week, so make sure you're buckled in and you're ready to rock and roll. Chris, your final thoughts.
It's just a good feeling, man. I've got my smile back. Wow. Thank you, Ryan Day. Thank you, Buckeyes. Cat. My smile is back.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy this win. We'll be back. We'll see you tomorrow night right here on the OHIO podcast. Till next time, be kind to one another. I owe someone's OH in Carmen, Ohio with all your heart. Chris, you know what to do. OH!
IO!
Go Bucks. Scum
sucks.
still sucks.